she's going to find the man of her dreams, get married, have kids, and I'll just be one of the forgotten exes from the past. You ever get that thought after a breakup? Why the fuck does that future scenario hurt so bad? After all, isn't that technically the most optimal scenario? It's like, what would be the alternative? Having a woman that stays stuck on you forever and never lets you have a peaceful relationship in the future? Is that what you want? Or what about the millions of other amazing women around the world getting married, having kids, being happy every day that you don't give the slightest fucks about? Why is that same thing happening to our ex the freaking hardest pill to swallow? Listen, 4 months ago, my previous partner and I decided to split up after being together for 2 years. Now, I know it might not sound like much for some people, but we both thought we were gonna spend the rest of our lives together, and we were serious about it. We're talking hinting at wedding rings, discussing family, and that type of stuff. Yet, here I am making this video right now. I can honestly say there hasn't been any other period in my life where I've shed as many tears as these past months of my life. Now, if you got the chance to watch my previous videos, you probably didn't notice because I'm good at hiding it. But on a real talk, it's also one of the most important periods of my life. The amount of profound wisdom, self-acceptance, and just contrast I've gained is insane. It's beyond words. So today I want to share with you 3 proven ways to move on faster without giving a fuck about her new dating life. See, I know breakups are one of the most common experiences in life, but I also have a feeling that it's particularly hard for men to embrace the healing. Maybe because we've been subconsciously programmed to perceive it as a weakness. So my purpose today is to provide some hope for those who need it in 2 different ways. Number 1, I want to be as authentic as possible to show that you're not alone and that it's okay to feel whatever. Number 2, I want to share the most important insights I've discovered on my journey so that we can all turn our breakups into breakthroughs. So remember the question I asked earlier, why is it so hard to accept that she's gonna be with another man? The only reason it hurts so bad is because of one word: mind. The idea of being replaced in the mind of someone who once belonged to you is what feels like death to the ego. It's a total illusion, but we've all been trapped in it at one point or another. At some point, you might realize that you're grieving an idea more than an actual person. It's the idea of failing the relationship, of losing significance in the mind of someone who once put you on a pedestal, and of being abandoned that hurts most. Even more than actually missing the person, although that also hurts a little bit. Not only a little bit, but you know what I mean. It's a different level of hurt. At least it was the case for me. So here's the one lesson that helped me shift the future from something I dreaded to something I could look forward to. And it's the power of novelty. The speed at which you move on after a breakup comes down to novelty. That's why some people, without even being conscious of it, end up engaging in mindless sex with new people. Others change their hairstyle or their hair color. We get in shape, we start new projects, we go on trips, and so on. Because here's another hard truth for you. Unless we step into the unknown, into something new, our past is basically equal to our future. And that's because 95% of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are conditioned from the past. So then if our actions cannot be greater than the mental emotional state we're in right now, like literally impossible, then what makes you think that your future will be any different from the past if you don't make any conscious effort on your side? Our only way out is change. Listen, let's be real. Some people never move on, while others move on in a matter of weeks. And then there are all those in between. But what makes the biggest difference? Novelty. Now here's the best news I have for you today. Every single person on this planet is capable of moving on fast without even needing to change the external circumstances of their lives. That's because we have been blessed with the power of visualization. Our brains are so objective, they cannot even make the difference between imagination and reality on a biological level, on a hormonal level. Want some proof? Your heartbeat literally gets faster when you watch a horror movie, even if you know it's fiction. Therefore, we can actually create a new reality in our bodies before it has even happened in the external world. Once your nervous system is aligned with an intention, your actions will follow that same vision. This is the real meaning of manifestation. So here are 3 steps to move on faster for your own peace of mind. Step number 1, know your outcome. Grab a piece of paper right now or open the notes app on your phone, put a 10-minute timer, and write down exactly what it would feel like to be completely free from any pain and attachment to that previous relationship with as many details as possible. What would you ideally feel like on a daily basis despite thoughts of your previous relationship popping up from time to time? In your ideal world, how would you react to it? This is what you write down on this paper or on the notes app on your phone. All right, number 2, schedule time to meditate, a minimum of 1 time per day. I cannot stretch the importance of this enough. I have been obsessed with self-improvement for the past 7 years of my life, and I can honestly say meditation is in the top 3 of the most impactful habits of my life. And there are countless ways to do it. There are many free meditations on the internet, but what's helping me most right now with the breakup are meditations from Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I do it literally almost every morning and every evening. You can just type Joe Dispenza meditations anywhere, YouTube, Spotify, and you'll find them. And last but not least, number 3, practice radical acceptance. Here's what Dr. Andrew Huberman, host of the #1 health podcast in the world, said about breakups. How comfortable one is feeling their feelings, male or female, is going to strongly dictate how quickly one moves through grief. What that means is that the more you're actually comfortable with feeling your feelings for real without needing to distract yourself, escape from them, or repress them, is how fast you will heal. It's so important to make space for these emotions to be released. I'm putting extra emphasis on this because I have a feeling that men tend to have a particular difficulty with this. It's okay to feel X. It's okay to feel whatever. And your feelings don't have to define your actions, don't worry. But you can't just ignore them or pretend they don't exist. Conflict avoided is conflict magnified. And for my brothers listening to this, your body is used to the grief. It's gonna take time. It's gonna be a lot of meditations that you have to go through to release everything that needs to be released. It's just a habit in your nervous system. But if it's a habit you built in the past, it means you can build new habits as well. You can build habits of acceptance, confidence, love, right? That type of stuff. How cool is that? But you gotta be patient. Remember, as you're watching this, there are literally millions of other men around the world going through the exact same thing you are going through right now. Think about all the greatest hits of all time. At least half of them are about heartbreak. It's one of the most common human experiences. Billions have gone through it before you, and billions will go through it after you. You, my brother, are not alone. Alright, my brothers, that was all for me today. Hopefully you found this valuable enough and that the YouTube algorithm gods will have shown that video to people who need it. With that being said, whenever you're ready, there are 3 more ways I can help you. Number 1, if you prefer learning by reading, then you'll be happy to hear that this video you just watched is just the exact script of only one of 3 lessons I shared in this week's edition of the Triple Wisdom Wednesdays, which is my newsletter. So every week I share 3 valuable lessons that can help you progress faster with less pain. It takes about 10 minutes to read. It's completely free, so if you want to sign up, the link is in the description. Now, the second way I can help you is that if you're a man struggling with porn addiction and you're just tired of feeling ashamed of yourself and breaking your promises over and over again, then you can join the #1 porn addiction recovery brotherhood in the world. It's called the Off Porn Academy. The link is in the description as well. We'll be right there waiting for you on the other side. Last but not least, number 3, if you're an entrepreneur and you don't want to be left behind in this digital gold rush, then you can join the School Games, where literally 51% of new members make their first $1 online. That's crazy. You can start your free trial today. The link is in the description as well. Other than that, thank you all so much for listening. If you appreciate that type of stuff, you can also subscribe. I'll be very grateful. Much love to y'all. I'm very grateful for you. Take care, and I'll see you here soon. Bye-bye.